All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing an educational commentary, and I got a good one for you guys today, okay? We're going to be focusing on how to be effective with the shotgun in build fights, and basically how to end build fights quickly in a way that is efficient, uses very little materials, and you can take out really good players with this style of play. It's a risky and it's an aggressive style of play that I've seen some players adopt recently that I want to show you guys, and it's a very cool way and very effective way to use shotguns and SMGs in close quarter combat very efficiently without using a lot of mats. So I'm gonna land on top right here, and this guy's actually gonna drop off the side. It seems like I got a double-barreled shotgun, which is pretty good, and I got an SMG to follow up with it. I'm just gonna run straight down here. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna get over the top. Oh, I'm actually not using my double-barreled. Unfortunately, I was using my SMG there for a little bit, but that's okay. This guy's actually running in a straight line, so we're just gonna pop out right here and kill him. So right now, like, I'm not really showcasing anything yet because we still have to farm up mats, get shields. This is just like some early game stuff I'm going over. A lot of times when I have the high ground on an opponent who's coming down coming upstairs, I'll put a floor piece on the staircase. It kind of throws them off a little bit, makes them start shooting at it or start pickaxing it. Just an extra layer of protection that you can add to yourself. Nothing concrete yet in terms of shields. I really do want to get some because it's very easy just to die. And actually, the double-barreled shotgun is a good shotgun to showcase this play style with the shotgun that I want to show you guys. By the way, they made the beds have a lot more health, but they are still worth hitting because they increase the amount of wood you get from the beds. So I hear somebody coming up. I'm gonna get over the top. Someone's actually shooting at him. Gotta make sure I don't get shot as well. Okay, this guy's, unfortunately, he's inside now. Or he's gonna be inside. I'm gonna cover this. Get right up here. There we go. So that first shot that I took, by the way, it was not an actual shot. It was a ghost shot. If you try to like edit real quick and you don't have the best ping, your shotgun will shoot on your screen, but it doesn't actually shoot on your opponent's screen or anything else. This girl's getting shot in the back, and I'm also right here. I kind of do need to make a move on her though. Let's go ahead and just drop this in there. So they actually nerfed the clingers a little bit. They're not as effective as they once were, but it's a good change. They basically don't instantly blow up when the wall is broken. I made a commentary about clingers, which is outdated now because of that, but it was a good balance change. So we know there's a person out here somewhere. I'm gonna get high ground and try to bait them into shooting me. They're either holding back or they've left, and I don't know which one they have, which one they've done. I'm gonna start moving. There's still loot back here that I haven't claimed, and about 40 players remaining, and we got 4 kills early game. I think now we can start showcasing some build fight techniques with the shotgun that I wanted to show you guys today. So, oh, the person's actually right up there. Oh, this guy's like really delaying it. No shots landed. I could have tap fired a little bit there. Okay, so let's showcase this a little bit more. Hopefully this guy builds into me. So he's building up on me. I'm gonna go ahead and put a pyramid and then pop out the side, and then I'm gonna reload my shotgun. This dude's underneath me right now. So a lot of times what people will try to do before engaging into a build fight is they will attempt to take the high ground first before going for kills, and that's fine. Like, high ground's important, but the times that I find that I get the cheap shots, the easy shots on my opponents, is actually when I have low ground or even ground with them, and they don't expect me to pop out and hit them with a dirty side shot or a shot from below. I think this guy's getting hit. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this real quick. I don't know if he'll let me pop it. If he will, that'd be nice. He's building towards me. This chick's underneath. She's actually getting shot by that guy. She got killed by that guy. So it's a little unfortunate that I lost the kill there. Now I don't have a lot of mats. I have 60 mats, right? So I might have to use my Porter Rift here. I'm trying to see if I can potentially pick up some loot from this girl. There we go. We got some. Now this guy's putting a little more pressure on me. I'm gonna go back up here and take this angle. Got a headshot on him. We got a headshot. Now he's gonna be weak. I'm gonna go in a straight line towards him, and as soon as he starts shooting at me, I'm just gonna immediately start firing back. There we go. Good technique there. So when I'm engaging, like when I'm pushing towards somebody and they're pushing towards me, making that leap onto their builds, it's a very aggressive move, and a lot of times I feel like it does pay off, because what happens is your opponent, like, they're still in their building mindset. You haven't necessarily taken the high ground, and neither have they. And a lot of people have this mindset that the high ground needs to be established before shots are taken. What I'm telling you to do is I'm telling you to take the early shots. Take the crazy aggressive shots where you barely take the high ground and you jump right over them. You build, you throw down a floor, or if they take the high ground from you, you jump up the side. Like if somebody ramps over you, like let's assume we're in the air right now and some guy ramped over me, and instead of like panicking here or not knowing what to do, trying to turn around, wrap around, or whatever, you know, you can throw a pyramid up just for good measure, and then you literally just jump up the side and start shooting them. Like just immediately go for those side shots and top shots. You save a lot of mats, and you actually a lot of times get the kill a lot quicker than you usually would. This guy's ramping up towards me. I'm gonna go over the top. I'm gonna drop down on him. Go for that kill. Lost a little bit of shield, unfortunately, that I can't recover yet, but not terrible. So we have a rift. We have 3 rifts. I'm gonna show you guys a little technique with the rifts. Okay. I'm gonna use this rift, and I'm gonna click it. And as I'm using it, is that a blue barrel? No, it's not. As I'm using it, but that is a blue AR. I'm going to pick up the medkits. That way I can use this without leaving it behind, and I can keep my medkits. Right now, the problem is I don't have shields. And I'm just running around trying to find a little bit more shields. We've killed people that don't necessarily have a lot of shields. There's a person below us. Did I reload my double barrel? I hope I did, because I'm diving right on this dude. There we go. Shields that we need. You definitely just want to pop this. You don't want to hold on to the I would pop this if I had 50 shields. All right, we got shields now. Notice how our materials are very low, and I'm not really gonna worry about my materials that much, because the way this playstyle works, it's more of a scrim style of fighting where you literally give up high ground. You give up high ground for the easy shots, because of the fact that a lot of times if a third person gets involved in the fight, they'll usually shoot the person that's most exposed, and the person that's on the high ground usually has their back or top exposed or front exposed a little more than someone who's underneath, who might be a little bit more protected by the builds. So let's see what we can do. Notice how none of the fights really lasted too long, and not a lot of materials have been used in these fights. It's the low ground warrior strategy. It's low ground warrior, but it's not like brain dead. It's not a brain dead playstyle because you're not giving up high ground instantly. You're not just jumping on the floor hoping for a headshot. You're basically taking shots when they're presented, and that's it. This guy has to reload soon. I just kept pushing into this guy because he was shooting at me like instantly, not building or doing anything like that. And I knew eventually he would have to reload his drum gun. And when he started reloading, I went in for the shots. All right, this guy's got a scar. He's running up towards me. He has white health. Make sure there's no traps in there. That guy was lost. All right, 10 kills so far. The circle's closing in. A lot of people rotate in as the circle closes in. So you know, if you camp the edge of the circle, you can find easier fights. We do now have a lot of materials, but just pay attention to our material usage, and you'll notice that even though we have a lot, we're still not going to be using a lot. And I'm trying to prevent build fights. That's kind of the idea. Is you want to reduce the amount of build fights you get into and reduce the duration of the build fight, because the longer a fight goes on, the better a chance that somebody will jump into the fight and double team or triple team you. The best way to avoid getting double teamed or triple teamed is to finish the fight quickly before somebody catches on to the fight. Someone in front of me over here sniping. Somebody, you know, one by one, there's someone back there sniping. But there's still a lot of people left. So let's see what we can do here with this guy. He's ramping up. We might be able to get some quick, cheap shots in the back. He doesn't have his back protected. Yep. You gotta cover your back. You can't just stand there like that. How many minis does this guy have? 2. Looks like someone's sniping at us. Editing is hard sometimes. All right, so that guy's chilling with a sniper. I feel like if I rift towards him, I feel like he's going to like somebody who 1-by-1s like this early in the game. You gotta understand like this guy's mindset, right? He wants to win this game. Obviously, everybody wants to win this game, but he's willing to this early, while the circle's still hasn't closed, while the circle's still this big, commit that much brick to sitting on a hill, right? So if I fly to this guy, most likely the type of player I'm going to run into, he's not going to be a bad player. He's going to know what he's doing, and he's probably going to spam a lot. Probably has explosives ready as soon as I get close to him, and he's probably going to spam a lot as I'm flying towards him. Now, what I can do is I can wait till he's like thinking about something else or focus on another player, like right now, and I'm going to go ahead and use this fight that he's in as an opportunity to fly down on him. Let's see what we can do here. This guy might edit out the top right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this if I can. If I can't, I will use my rift to reposition. People are fighting. I assume somebody built up on top. We got everything reloaded. Now we gotta reload this. Now, when I build up out of here, I have my my bouncers ready, but I'm also gonna build out using metal in case I get shot at. So this guy's building up a lot, right? I'm actually gonna give up the high ground real quick so I can reload this. Someone's actually coming up from behind. I'll go ahead and put down bouncers real quick. As soon as he starts shooting. I don't know if this guy actually killed the other guy or not. I'm not sure. I'm looking for an opportunity on this guy. I don't want to use a lot of mats, so I'm not really committing right now. I've got my bounces and I've got my rift. If this thing gets shot down, I can use the rift before I die. So I can make it an aggressive play here. He's got a double-barreled shotgun though, so I got to be careful. Here we go. Yeah, let's get out of here. So this guy knocked it down, and I actually saved this guy too. That's funny. I saved this guy with my rift. And it was the default skin who brought it down. She's got a bouncer in here. There we go. We got her with the trap play. I like that. I'm gonna upgrade here. Got 10 minis. We'll do that. We'll do that. That was funny. That was interesting. Interesting little fight with that guy. And I reacted quickly. Like that guy was dead, by the way. So he was gonna die. We were close enough though, where my porta rift basically carried him in with me. This guy has a heavy sniper, and he's like trying to go for some snipe plays. He's built up on this. I don't want to get sniped. You see those early shots? Like, those are shots you can work with. That's unfortunate. My traps missed. He fell to his death. I thought I had him here with this trap because he literally, I mean, he must have just jumped over it. You see like those aggressive jumps where I jump into his builds? It's risky because you can potentially get trapped when you jump into someone's builds like that. But a lot of times players will get caught off guard. They're not going to be good enough to trap you. And even if they throw down a trap, you usually have enough time to escape. Or you might kill them before they escape. Now, this guy just fell to his death. He was losing the fight, though. He 100% was losing the fight because I hit him twice with a double barrel. And then I put this trap down, and, you know, he jumped up while he was shooting, and the trap missed. But, you know, sometimes that happens. More likely than not, usually he gets hit by the trap in that situation. Because he probably didn't even notice that I put down the trap. So. Yo, 18B donated $200 in the past 3 minutes. Thank you so much, man. Wow. Can we get some love in the chat for 18B? And if you're watching this on YouTube, throw some love in the chat for him as well. That's insane. Thank you. Right now we're gonna chill right here, and we're gonna bounce pad off of the this back right here, just so we can move into the circle. I spotted the opponent. He's just crawling out in the open. It seems like an easy target, but I'm gonna respect my opponent regardless. He's got a sniper out. You know, we just build up over him. I'm afraid that he's gonna just no scope me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just gonna drop a quick no scope and. He's got a lot of snipers. I don't want to drag the commentary on too long. Guys, if you guys enjoyed the educational commentary and you're watching this on YouTube, like the video and subscribe for more content. We're closing in on 1 million YouTube subscribers. Every sub helps us get there.